You know what, I'm not in a good mood. It's not like the mods this week are exceptionally shitty, even though some are quite a bitch to show off. But actually, this is going to be quite a decent, lore-friendly and immersive episode. But the thing is, there are just way too many people shitting on my channel, when they should actually be supporting it. So let's just try to take it easy and make this episode fun and chill. But first, a little word from our sponsor. Eniba.com. This is a fairly new online marketplace with over 3,000 digital products and a fast expanding library. Even though it's quite new, they have surprisingly decent prices, a great 24/7 customer support and really good overall reviews. What really stands out are, however, their weekly discounts, going from Friday to Sunday, where you can get games with up to 70% off. If you use the code Ikari, you get another 3% off of every purchase, and if you register now, you get another additional €1 bonus on your first purchase. That way you get to support your favorite YouTuber, hint hint, and buy games ridiculously cheap. It's an absolute win-win situation. But for now, let's enjoy some best new Skyrim mods. So, where to start? How about from the very beginning? Animation loading fix by Philsky. Main menu, 2 AM. You want to load your game and boom, the game crashes. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. There can be many reasons for a CTD. This mod concentrates on the animations, because having thousands of custom animations in FNIS can very well add to a possible CTD. This mod safely loads player animations before all the others and reduces the probability of a CTD. Well, that time the game didn't crash, so it's probably working, but as I said, it's not that easy to actually show off this kind of mod. The next mod is also hard to show off because it has lots of features. iEquip by Dunk001, Mr. Neverlost and Fudgy Duff. The idea here is to reduce the time spent in menus to micromanage your equipment, shouts, spells and so on, with an in real-time accessible overlay quickbar, like in Dark Souls for example. To add things to this quickbar, you need to assign 4 hotkeys: left and right hands, power and consumables. In the menu, press the appropriate button or simply equip the weapon for example, and it will be added to the quickbar. And then you can use those keys again in-game to cycle through the quickbar and equip things on the fly. You can cycle through potions or poisons, switch ammos for ranged weapons and much more. It is also possible to use advanced controls like double pressing, triple pressing or holding the keys to access different functions. You can even customize the whole overlay without opening any menus. Just press the utility key and even more overlays will pop up. Here you can change the alignment of the quickbar slots, or the size, or save presets. Seriously, this is probably the most innovative interface mod ever created. Really impressive actually. Well, fortunately the next one is easier to show off. PCA Arrow Attach Kit by DualSun. I'm sorry Ikari, but I think you are not female enough for this one. Better let your sister Ikari handle this. Actually it's Area, but whatever. Those animations definitely look better on females, don't you think? Look at this running. I don't think that's something for males, unless if you are Legolas maybe. You can clearly tell, that's a combat archer. Arrow already on the bow, ready for action. Charge into combat, full speed and... whoa, what the heck? This is some crazy MMA archer we got here. Well, the animations are from Vindictus, so yeah, incredibly badass. But the next one is a real piss in the coffee for every reviewer. Skyrim exterior fixes by WizKids and Lil Bunny Maze. Damn, what should we do about this one, doggo? This is just a collection of fixes for misplaced or forgotten objects. Do they really expect us to run all over Skyrim like retards looking for those? Actually, I have one right here. Looks like it wasn't fixed though. but that's probably because it's part of the house mod. Well, I could actually take matters into my own hands. And here we go. But yeah, you get the idea. We could of course take a look at some screenshots on the mod page for examples. It's usually stuff like misplaced clutter or forgotten light sources, but yeah, a fix is a fix. Well, fortunately the next one is really easy to show off. Also I thought, new HDT physics for KSSG hairs by Dint999. I had a little deja vu because I thought I already reviewed it, but no, it's new stuff. I mean, there are many HDT hair mods around, but what makes this one kind of special is that it's standalone. It does not require the original KS hairs mod. Besides, there are wigs for every hairstyle, so you can easily give them to the followers. There are 51 hairs for females and males, says the description. In truth, there are only 3 for males. I guess they meant in total. Also, there is something really weird going on with this mod. The hair horribly bugs out in the race menu, and on female characters it causes a CTD almost every time. But once you open the race menu a second time, the hair somehow fixes itself and works perfectly fine afterwards. Maybe there's some conflict with SMP or something. I'm not getting involved with this again. So, you guys remember ElSopa? Do you wonder what kind of big and important things they are working on nowadays? Ants! Yes. Did you even know there are ants in this game? I myself found out only like a year ago. I saw a picture and thought, no way, it must be a mod. But no, that's a vanilla thing. Here, check out this article on the wiki. 99.9% of the people playing the game won't notice that, but we know it's there. And when you are done looking at the ants on the ground, take a moment to notice the gorgeous trees. Todd Howard. Yeah, Todd, if it weren't for the modding community, nobody would want to look at your pixelated crappy vanilla trees. But now we have HD ants, available in 1K and 2K textures, so better get your magnifying glasses out, boyos. And there are many more great details to lay our eyes upon. We are going diving with Depths of Skyrim, an underwater overhaul by the Black Pixel. This is a fantastic mod and addition to the underwater parts of Skyrim and the Sea of Ghosts in particular. This game always lacked in this department, and with this, going for a dive will be a completely new experience. Many different underwater plants to make the scenery look alive and beautiful. Fish and orcas swimming through the sea, many new unmarked locations like shipwrecks to discover and treasures to loot. This mod also fixes some things like rocks and seams in the ocean floor. This is without a question the best non-monster based underwater mod we have seen so far. I think we should bring out this stamp. And now, after all the salt water, we should go and take a hot and relaxing bath at the inn, with PB Inn's Bath by Pura Tina G, a mod which adds, well, a hot and relaxing bath. 12 of them to be precise, one for each inn. Well, almost, there are actually way more inns in Skyrim. There are several rooms in each, including a dressing area, working showers and the main bath area. Each bath has its own style, designed to fit its location, even though some of the designs might be a little over the top. And this is it for this episode. Wait, what the heck, Ikari, you say? No followers, no weapons, no armors. What kind of episode is this supposed to be? Well, there are no custom voice followers, and I'm not in the mood for generic thoughts. As for weapons and armors, yeah, okay, we can do that. StormBreaker by Bullet 52, Ru2 and LEXO. That's obviously Thor's hammer, axe, whatever it's supposed to be from the Avengers movie. We already had one of those called Stormcaller back in episode 66. This one has a better model though, really nice reflections. It also has a really cool effect. It's in some weird language, so I don't know exactly what it does, but you can perform two different attacks with it. A big thunder explosion on close range and a blade attack for faraway targets. It's actually interesting how they managed to pull that one off. And one more weapon, Serpentis, another mod by Ronnie Magnum. Well, this is just a sword, no lightning here. It does have a poison effect though, and the design is quite nice. Looks like it could be something from The Witcher. As for the armors, we got this here, Stark Armors by North War UA. 3 Game of Thrones based armors, or maybe more like one armor in 3 different variations. It looks lore friendly, and the quality of this one is also quite high, no complaints at all. And since it was so super lore friendly, here is some exotic stuff as well. Zinyifu 08 by, yeah, a bunch of kanjis again. It means Great King in Japanese, but in Chinese it apparently means Mushroom King. I had no idea it even works that way. But anyway, that outfit comes in 3 different colors and has some decent physics too. And this is it for this episode, for real this time. The links to all mods are as always in the description below. Don't forget to endorse the mods you like. And if you want more, hit the like button and subscribe for more best new Skyrim mods. I thank you all for watching and see you around.